On rocks, fam. One of the last casts, and 1113, just for what it's worth. Am I seeing things that aren't there, or is there something there on the rocks there? 3 ropes. Let's get out to make me shadow. I've got the 3 ropes. I'm not too on it. And they're not there. One rock with 3 knots. Still following me. Wow. I've got something to say. It's a bit windy. That's what I'll say for one. Let me get some shelter. See if I can improve mic. There we go. Aye. Ow. Sat on a sharp thing. Whoo! You don't need to look at me. You're not going to get all this beautiful scenery. I'm going to do some exercises on the rock, just some breathing and bending and stretching. And I've been channeling my energy. Fam, I'm buzzing. When I say I'm buzzing, I'm electrified. 1, because of the island and the environment. 2, because of the intense sunshine and heat and photons. 3, because of the food, the water, the vitamins, the nutrition. I've been to the chapel that I examined the other day, the Orthodox chapel, and I went and picked some fresh grapes. Yeah, I'm on all levels. The G-man, David, of House Jeremita, is very excited, energized, recharged, relaxed, and I've got something to read you as well. My levels are very, very full. I have had a rest. 11 days out here is more than enough, and I've had a nice rest. I just thought I'd go live, and I wanted to encapsulate my little because there's no gym here. We're just doing some exercises in my mind, and I formally go out and do them. I'm going to film on the rocks. We're going to have the Master G as opposed to Mr. G. That's all. Out on the rocks. I'm going to read you a little bit what I've got here. Some notes that I've made. If any of you did watch the Mark Pazio cast that he did the other night, when I says told brother Mark is having a say on the dark satanic cult ritual. Apologies for the content that he shared there, because it was dark. It was very dark, and he does swear and curse at us a lot, call us idiots and fools and whatever. And this is partly inspired by this man, brother Pazio, and he did say that there was a series to check out called not Stranger Things, that I've told you about, that I want to discuss, but Strange Angel. And I've watched up to, I think now, series 2, courtesy of our Android app Showbox, streamed for free. And so I'm up to series 2, episode 3, I think. We'll talk about that when you've had a chance to watch it and catch up. That is Strange Angel, involving demonic, satanic type Aleister Crowley and Manly P. Hall, light, dark, duality, okay, spirits and demons, Bible, biblical, do what thou wilt. When I tell you everything's happening at the same time very fast, and we're having the coincidences and things happening, I'm not making it up. You couldn't make up what is happening right now to all of us, not just to me. There's a lot going off. So with respect, and that's your setup for today's little random cast. I and this movement and this trust technology for us and for YouTube and the scribes here, we recognise, SPLs and what we do, who we are, David, Andy, Kev, the .com, the functionality, the interface, and our language, what we say. It is within, and you attract, magnetic, quantum, reality, biblical, hermetic, and deconstructing and reconstructing. So my mum has said that I, Andy and Kev really should get our heads together and start doing our own interpretations of the good book. As you are aware, the Testament has about 7 different translations that you can pull out from it. The KJV is another one altogether, and then you've got the subsequent codes in there. As I mentioned, Genesis go from in the beginning, count 49 letters along, and you will find letters that relating to the name of God. Yeshua, Genesis and book 1 and book 2. Numbers, if you count 49 along, you will get Torah. in the third book. In the fourth book, you count 49 numbers along and you get Yahshua backwards. And the fifth book, 49 numbers along and so forth. Within intervals, you get Yahshua backwards. So there's coding to be had, all right? And we are all over it, inside and out, every which way but loose. And yes, with that said, the codes we would like to put out there again. So where we've said we're going to do a publication of, I say publication, we've got so much on, but this is another priority up high on the list. Decoding the codings of the ringdings, and you know, the spiritual guidance there. I've spoke to Andy and Kev this morning, ecstatic, like a coiled spring uncoiling, full of energy, light, and you know, excitedness about what we could do with our disclosure and interpretation, proverbs, and the book of man for man. That's my mum trying to distract me. No, mum, not now. Bless her. You is Malaka. You can only see her head. I don't see what damage it will do. Where is she? My Jew's there in the background, just that little head, like a little seal pup trying to find land. That's our Mama Jew, bless her. Books, Revelations, Dave, Andy, Kev, they said yes, they're up for it, and I think we could do some good there. Here we go. Strap yourselves in, scribes, get ready for the ride. I'm going to begin with the scribble amongst me. Pazio, Stranger Angel, yeah, you know where we're coming from. So we're very new in this game, and we have become very well respected, and I thank you for that. I feel an honour and a privilege, energy, you know, enlightenment and joy in many things. Substance over the form and discovery, they are excellent, wonderful things. Man does not shrink from destiny, okay? We have had opportunities where we have all had a chance to shrink and run away, but we haven't. We've taken the bull. Yeah, the bull by the horns, the proverbial unbelievable, you know, to some extent, and we did believe, you know, don't believe the hype. So man did not shrink from his destiny, he ascends to it, and we have all at times stooped low, had moments of doubt, fear, insecurity, big barriers, satanic orders from down below, and you know, we've all been there, the dark place. We ascend. We all get tested from time to time, and that is to see if we will shrink from our duties and obligations, or indeed if we will choose to rise and to accept them and then to ascend. So what I say to you now is, man, I, we, you, self-initiates, you are now ascending as we speak. This is the ascension. You are passively educating yourselves by your voluntary interaction and your vibrations right at this moment. But there is great danger ahead, and you know that. You see that 2020 Viz Ion, the danger, the signs, the pitfalls, the perils, the invitations to contract. Yes, you get me, fam. So that's the dangerous times ahead. Do not overstand with king standing. The mysteries that we speak of shall fall into the torment of because, and that is, the answers do not exist without, but as we have, you know, testified prior, the answers are within man himself, in woe-man, man of the womb. They are there, they are within you, within, you know, yourself and the king or the queen, the goddess, the god or goddess, not king or queen, we'll go god or goddesses. A bit windy when I stand up. So there are no coincidences, only the moment of man's path and will which are colliding at that moment. We call that a coincidence, a coincidence. No, you have a path, and those moments where you have those coincidental moments and moments of chance and luck, that is, in our opinion, the moment you, woe man, the path and your will, do as thou wilt, but not as you may see there, use your will. All right, do as thou wilt. You use your will to will your manifest and attract, not go out there and do what you want. That's not what I'm saying at all. Not do as you will. There is an interpretation, there is a language, there is a grammar, a tetragrammaton, a code, and a prefix, a suffix, and you know, the interpretations and the languages. We see what the message is there, and it isn't do as thou wilt, meaning commit what you want, but do as you feel. Do what you feel. Gotta believe you can make this real. Yeah, just be yourself. Won't you do what you feel? Hardcore, happy hardcore crew. Name that tune. Gotta believe we can make this real. Just be yourself. Won't you do what you feel? That was a classic happy hardcore. All right, so it was written in the music. It's from my programming history. I'm going to get that tune out because it is an all-time one of my top 10 favorite. Gotta believe we can make this real. Just be yourself. Won't you do what you feel? Do what you will. Okay, so the collision, the moment of man's path and will colliding. One of the only crimes in the universe is collision. We should ride and use and go harmoniously, autonomously, willfully, with consent, knowledge, and using our full sources. All of our sources of suffering, okay, suffering, I've chosen each word specifically, so listen up. All of our sources of suffering derive from the great schism, schism, between the two prime forces of existence, male and female, light and dark. We call this duality. It is only the what do I put here? It is duality. It is only the something of the union. It is only the union of our opposites. I gotta know what to put it. That we are then. It is only by the union of our opposites that we are then freed from our pain and made whole, holy, much like the Holy Bible. Yes. You know what? I'd like to commit that to the sea and say to the Admiralty world, that's the word of man, and let him know. Let the seafaring, whatever they are, know man's coming. Man's words mean business. So yeah, I've done that so I can just do a little digital download, because after the shaman, chatting with mum, finding out a bit of island politics, that there's nothing massive going on, but I've had to lend my hand a little bit, and all is good. I needed to rest. I've done everything that's required. I'm coming back soon, and I will be on my emails and back in the office and with my notes to the grindstone for the next few weeks. So I'm going to go live in SPLs in a bit and do a private unlisted cast and say hello to them. And I just wanted you to see how I was feeling, what go on in the island of Cos, and it is C-O-S, I should put the other day's code, and it is K-O-S. So again, a bit of cognitive dissonance where we have different spellings. Egypt having a Greek name, Egypt isn't actually Kemet, alchemy, alchemical. It is a Greek name. Egypt, E-G-Y-P-T is assigned to it by Geese 3. Can't believe that. I can't even believe it. Now I'm just going to prop you up and show you how I use rocks for exercise when there isn't much anything to utilise. So let me see if man can prop phone up to record, letting it go in C, because that'll be hilarious. Hello to the 7. How are we? We've mastered it. No, I don't think it's going to work, fam. And I've got my tripod with me. I'm not losing my phone. Losing the apps. Let's say hello to the scribes. Can't see it's that shiny. I'm going to turn my screen up so I can see your comments. Pazio never pulls his punches. He doesn't, does he? I like him for that. I can take it. I don't know if you can take that. I try not to be as intense and from the heart, whoever that is. I can't see your names because it's too tiny and dim. I'm ready. I'm reading Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teaching of All Ages. Very interesting. Oh wow. Also then, that's because they discovered the Hermetic principles. It's not Manly and Alistair. It's really interesting, that storyline with rockets and von Braun and the era, what it's set just before the Second World War and Hitler. And I'm interested to see the propaganda, what they're putting out, the type of actors, the script writing, the scenes, subliminal messages, symbology. Oh yeah, it's thank you, Mark. I'm not advertising and promoting this Hollywood Bulla Shizen, because you know it's made by them that worship Satan, and that won't benefit man not one bit. But maybe they don't worship Satan. Maybe they're trying to put this stuff out now to give themselves a bit of a, you know, an image makeover, because they from what they've portrayed so far up to season 2, it's not that bad. You know, I'm not saying anything other than my critiquing of it, of this production. I'm not defending secret societies because they're wrong. I'm not suddenly saying, oh, guess what, when I said I was a son of May, I was, you know, I'm not a Mason, I'm not subscribed to anybody, I've got an affiliation with the Covenant, with Andy, Kev, you, Josh, the .com, and the Trust, man's true and only currency. The sacrifice and interfering with wills, not wills and testate and probate, but wills, the wills of man, you're meant, is a sacrilege. And they've really so far portrayed this characterization and let me think, the scripting of this strange angel very well, and it's not really damning. So you can tell that the elite have had a hand in the final before it's gone and got casted and presented over to CBS, Charlie Bravo Sierra network channel for casting out there. So hilarious and interesting, insightful, and it appears that what we have procrastinated and got involved with the Hermetic principles, the Kabbalion, the self-initiates, before the Bible, before Babylon, before Judea, before Jesus, before Hebrew, okay? That's what they know. And then it's been scripted, so we got conscripted in. And Andy's got some revelations for you, some first-hand knowledge. He's out today doing his duties, so spare us thought for brother Smithy and his duties and obligations to the man that's the boss that's passed. He's there supporting the family, doing what he needs to do. He's got some news which I'll just keep private. When I say news, it's not news, but it's news to us. It's what we consider news. Let's get the sun in there. So yeah, bless him, love him, send him your vibes, and when we get knuckled down back on Anglo, we'll UK, England, we will get together and present. Kevin came up with a name, GPS, Jeremita, Phillips and Sovereign, for the GPS for man locating his spirit and soul. This wasn't just Kev, it was a bit of a wordplay, but when we do consider rewriting and giving out the codes as we see it, as well as the legal templates and, you know, business practices of which you may want to consider to divert the liability into the correct area and hold them to account, and you know, to execute deeds instead of submitting some kind of act on by third-party proxy with deception and non-disclosure. Yeah, that was a nice name, that GPS. I don't have to be first, it could be S, PG, PSG, and anything else you think of, but we've got a lot to put down. I'm trying to download and empty my head into the .com as best as we can there, and maintain everything. So interesting times, very, very interesting times. And yes, love to Andy, lots of love to him. On with the comments. I'm reading, man. Yeah, yes, John, I know that's you, you by your wordage. Government. I hear mainland Athens has had ice and tornadoes and whatever, not a tornado, wind, hurricane, and then a tsunami type event. As you can see here, well, it's calm, it's been no ice, it's nice and off ice. Yes. World, yes, John. Tad breezy, easy now. I have seen the stuff. I've got some comments coming through and nudges about the alleged king of and what's going off. I don't have a Scooby-Doo what's going on there. I'd be well aware of that business. For those of you that was asking, I've seen the claims about CLC and the registration and something about Cocoa internationally and a lady called Yvonne. That's interesting, very interesting. Looks, hello there, sister. Have I looked into Cullen Smith? Yes, I have. He's actually called Lifting a Veil Cullen Smith. So that's, yes, I do know that channel very well. And he's helped me with the satanic occultism, symbolism, going down the route of energy and toroidal Also phonetically, he says something like there's something phoenix rising from the flames, the Phoenician phoenix, something. I like that little thing he says on quite a lot of his videos to do with the method, the technology. Sharks on land are more dangerous than those at sea. Well said, Jesus. The words we speak are not even ours, or Horus, ours, yeah. They were handed down and put in together as phrase. Yep, bastardized, we call it, bastardized. Sorry, but that's true. Snatos hates Cullen Smith. Santos hates Cullen Smith. Does he? Hates, that's a strong word. What's gone off? Copying without naming and saying this is who I learnt it from, probably. I would imagine, then maybe that's the only reason normally channels fall out and you take man's intellectual property and then pass it off as your own, or make out that it's your own by not naming. Let me know. Shortcuts to the real gate. That's it. Realise. Cheaters never prosper. That's right. Energy 2020 next year. Planetary alignment, synchronicities, brothers and sisters. Solitary brother, isn't there a part of you that wants to live? This is Sparta. Actually, it's get some Killer Adamski and do some remixes. I'm in such a crazy energetic mood, I'm sorry, but I am focused, I am harmonized, I am protected. The website's been under attack, I've been under attack, you've been under attack, man's been under attack. Let me just tell you this, G-Star's a legend. He worked out, somebody was sat there every 6 to 18 seconds trying to get passwords to go in, because we have Albert, you put down on Facebook, WordPress admin login, so it told some technological minds out there what type of a website functionality and interface we've got. I do believe on Facebook, since that post was put up, I noticed, we're numbers and freaks, sorry, but this is what we do when we look for the evidence and the trail. Somebody started to try and log in lots and lots of times, but we have a maths equation on the .com homepage login to stop bots from trying to get in and randomly spamming the IP address and bringing the site down. The shit we have to do to keep it locked down. Then we realised that there had been 496 incorrect passwords logged that day by our system management, security and tracking, you know, that we have put in place for you. I said to G, what's going on there, brother? He says someone's trying to get in the back door and try your password on various usernames. So let me just tell you, we're locked down and protected. The site's still up, the site is solid. If you need a solid site that stays up as long as this one has, I'm really pushing the boat here, literally. I am pushing the boat out because they don't like what we do, they don't like what we say, there's too much information and finger pointing, but in the name of the one true Most High, we're on the covenant, we're obliged to do it. So protection is the key. It genuinely is. I think I've found a place to put you while I do a little bit of exercising. People in the sea trying to relax, and there's me doing a cast, bless them. I've got to put you somewhere where if the wind blows you don't fall down. And then we go in. I'm going to have dinner with my mum. That is really precarious. I'll give you a laugh though, I'll give you a laugh. But I want you to see some of the simple exercises we can do. Let me just, it's not going to happen there, fam. It's not going to happen there, no tripods. Maybe another time, maybe tomorrow. Anybody watch Stranger Things? Anybody watch Strange Angel? If you haven't, then crack on. And like I say, Showbox. You've got those Chinese Android boxes off Wish, Geek, eBay. They're very good. They'll do you well for streaming and picking up legally. I say legally. Independently is the word. Yeah, it's a bit windy. You see, if it was a still day, I'd be able to film it, but essentially, man's been using these rocks, doing this, 1 foot up, rocking, going show you my breathing position. We start like a goalie, and you breathe in, and you put your hands out, and then slowly you bring them in, you bend down, you do some other breathing. It just helps you focus and bring things into line. So, not today, I'm afraid. Not today. Any more comments? Putting low words out, encyclopedia dictionary give you descriptions of the word meaning. I bet you are, John. You can help with me, Andy, Kev. I'd like to get others on hangouts and stuff now. Get other scribes to come on. If you want to come on a hangout, email me. You know the address by now, and you'd put topic hangout, and then we get you on and have an interface with me, Andy, Kev. Just me and you if you want, just you and them. I can be quiet, I'll go on mute. It can be done. And you can come in and input your email, and then if we use and interface and correlate and filter through, then we will publish that, and then at the end we'll put everybody who's been featured, what your pseudonym, what is it, not ego, pseudonym, alter ego and things like that, your names, references to, and yeah, we'll put you in. It's not just us, but as we have the scribes and the you know, a lot of the gnosis, then we'd like to as just having a chat. My mum said, why don't you put it all in as you see it, you know? And I'm like, I don't know, it's quite a big job, that, mum. It's going to take years. Yeah, but you know, start where it's relevant and then add to it afterwards. I went, that's not a bad idea. So a bit like a modern day version of a KJV. Not the KJV, the GPS. Or whatever it comes out as. That it's not definitive at all. Comments? Mind my head. Yes, sir. You are not pushing the boat. No boat, you are on land. Yes, I know. Terminology. It's just, I'm just trying to show you the languages and the phrases and the metaphors and things that we use and how they're put there. It's not by accident. It's not by chance and paths and, you know, things crossing there with your will. It is by immaculate, specific, intricate, planned, intelligent design, which is what they found out. But what we're getting into now is a little bit scary. It kind of is. Know thyself. We do. You do. There's the power. Gotta get out of the wind. Another rock. Here we go. Hellboy 2019. Who's this? Jesus. Very weird goings on. Yeah, respect for watching that. Then here we go. With that film, heavily symbolic and large monsters eating human beings. See, it's they don't have to make films like that. They've exhausted them. They've already made a Hellboy. Over 14, was it 11, something like that, he said, the previous. So what's going on? What's the need for it? Baal worship, you know, fiery. Give me praise in fire and blood. That bit I don't agree with. But then when the Catholics and the Christians and so forth eating the body of Christ and drinking the blood of Christ, we have a Christ-like conscience. We will come with Christ, you know, and so forth. Christian names. Yes, you're right. Biblical, crazy, monsters eating. And if you go to Strange Angels, get ready for some more. And if you go to Stranger Things, get ready for some more. Eric, Jesus, who knows who's absolutely correct and on the money? Not I. Well, that's right. That's why we're having these chats and giving you, I don't have to come out here and give you everything and do this, but I'm obliged to. I'm duty bound to. We are not asking for, you know, monies, and I'm not pushing memberships. I'm not pushing subscribers. My subscribers are sitting still. We're almost going backwards. Do you know what I mean? The system is actually just, it's just crappy. Do you know what I mean? Who knows what? No one man can know it all. I can't give you you know, everything at all. Andy can't, you can't, but together we have a good bloody chance. I could shut down my channel now and never cast again. I've no duty, obligation or anything, but so could everybody else, and where would we be then? Be in a shit world. That's where we'd be. You know what I mean? So under the tree at Sparta. Yes, gee, I like that. I was on your profile the other day, John. I had a skim, a like and a share and a little hello and a thank you. So yes, John, I'll be back again there soon. Colin Smith is wrong on some subjects. Okay, that's fair. Santos has made it clear. Perhaps they should have a hangout together, chat about it intellectually and as man, you know. And if there is aggression, then that's very sad, isn't it? And that shows, you know, conflict on purpose or deliberate. It takes two to argue, you know. We will always rise up and say forgiveness is divinity, and if you can forgive, you're close to God. So there you go. You don't, somebody messes with your sister, your mum, your immediate family, causes common law breaches, and equitable remedy is required, and you go out there and settle it, you know. Each is, it's down to what do you call it now, proportionate. Go find a shark and wrestle it, a baby one. I haven't got a death wish. That'd be like going out in the United Kingdom with Freeman on your number plate and travelling around and say that, you know, no, I will not do that. And there's no sharks here. Eric, welcome to SPLspro.com. Personally, I like to look down all avenues and try to gather an informed outlook. Exactly. Boom. Thank you for the compliments about the website and how much information is there and the publications and what we're doing and the interface. I know I can't answer everybody's commentary, requests, notifications and updates. I'm not here to man the website. It's an educational portal. It's a download for you, for me to put in there and to gather everything exactly as that man has said, straight out the Facebook, out of my records and notes, out of others' records and notes, and onto that domain. These video casts are functionally the same. You're making notes, you're going across and you're copying everything, so that's it. That's exactly how we do it, and that's why we've got as far as we've got. That's why we can't get to speak to the people that we want to speak to. That's why we can do it without having books, paperwork, references, copying anybody. You know, we have it here, we have it here, and we have it here, and you have it the same. So sometimes I think we can just sense it. We get to that point of such harmonic resonance with the chakra points and the Edgar Casey kind of Akashic Records download system, the ethereal Greg Braden divine matrix on a sub-quantum prime level. Then we're on it, you know. Then it's getting, when I say it's getting scary, it's getting scary. They say on that program, Strange Angel, love is the law. There is only one law. Love is the law. I'm like, well, that's great. Yeah, but when you start having mass orgies and, you know, glorifying it on TV and cunnilingus, man's licking out woman's and what's going on and glorifying that, I'm not, you know, I'm just telling you what's happening. Then I did like that, love is the law, but then when they went a bit like that, it's like, oh, look what they're doing to the masses' brains. And I've got all the comments covered. Easy, super duper, posh. You're gonna have to do a rewrite, my brother. Take note, get a pen and see what you think. Please give me your comments, and we will get the boys together at the weekend. Kev, Andy, we'll see what's happening there, and we will unite. I can't sort of see. Afternoons. Don't shut down. What's this guy? No, not guy. Presented on YT. St. Anne's New Horizon, a 22-year long translation of the Bible direct from manuscripts. Very interesting. Wow! Thank you! Whoever that is, I can't see because of the contrast on the screen and the sunlight. That just makes it worse. What's the vid on strange things, symbology? I think it was from Face Like the Sun. So, Jerry, I can see that's you, yeah? Okay. In other words, boom, we're making a lot of progress. We're very happy. We're in an excellently strong place. There's a lot of madness out there to confuse you. I don't know if you're noticing that. There's a lot of strangeness. There's a lot of unsubstantiated claims. He who makes a claim. There's a lot of adversarial ideology going out, and yeah, it's interesting. It really is. Really is interesting. Come on, I found an ideal place where you're going to be safe. It wasn't made for a Samsung. No. Oh, it looks so promising, fam. Oh, for a tripod. My kingdom for a tripod. That'd be perfect right there. Let me go look. Let me look for some steak. We'll be back. No loose rocks. Nothing. Hang on. Might be in luck. Aha. No. Nay. Let's see. Bit like the A-team. I got Del Boy in my head. You dares, Rodders. You dares, my son. Camera's there. The foam's going to go behind the back to pack it, and the brick's going to stop it going forward, in case you're wondering. And then when it falls in the sea, you can all have a jolly good laugh. That's called sacrifice, I believe. So I'm told. Or foolishness. Yes, you're right. Foolishness and sacrifice. That's it. That's in a nice fixed position. Full camera. Whew! Things I do for my scribe. Show me another channel that goes to this much craziness. This much, you know, whatever. There's a few. I'm not the only crazy. We're a rare breed. I wanna give you devotion. Comments away. Let me see my camera. Hide all chat messages. Hey Joe, I think we've cracked it. Tickle it down, Mikey. M-I-K-double-E. Yes, we're grounded. Oh. Yeah. Woohoo! Maybe. Good Lord, studio directors in the house. Come on. Side. stretches. Exercise on the rocks. And then balance and stretch. It's a bit windy. It's far too windy for doing this. You can go left or right. It won't be very pretty. Practice. Mental dexterity, physical dexterity. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jumped over the fire sticker. Here we go. I jolly hope that some of you saw that. That's what I've been doing most mornings after a little dip and a swim, a little stretch, a little chakra, meditation on the end. There's a little spot over here. That's all I like to sit on. Look at this rubble. That was me. That's how. What enabled that to happen, to stop it falling off that, right down into that crevice there, crevice. So it was just a matter of, I won't put that in, I'll put this in the bin as I've pulled it out to sea. But if the phone had fell, it would have gone, oh hey, oh, that'd have been grand, wouldn't it? That'd have made about 10 scribes laugh, minimum. We do like it when others have misfortune, don't we? And we, when others have a moment of misfortune, we cannot help it. Here we go, restaurant moment. A man in the kitchen drops a plate and you hear a smash. It's just instinctive to raise a, you've smashed a plate. Heard it about 5 times since I've been here, yeah? Plate smashed, and man's having his ego hammered a little bit. Here's where's my little seat after I do my morning exercise. Meditation, stretch, limbering up. We have two options. There's this little one here that's got now little creases in from heavy day sitting there, and there's this one here with a little handhold in it. Then you just sit like this. Watching the day go by on here, thinking about what I'm going to have for breakfast. So yeah, get ready for when I come back. I've written some stuff, I haven't published it or printed it or posted it. What have you got? More lineage of the church and concise information of the state of what we're in. This state and the Rome, Constantine, state and church, military, and our present state. So I've got another bit. It's not to follow on from Daniel. I've got the green emerald tablets to still finish off, and I just said read the Kabbalion and associated things with that, translations and things about Thoth, publications, and you'll get up to speed. Hermetic principles, Hermeticism. I talked to you earlier about duality, the duality of man, the female, the male, the female, the ports, the jacks, the USBs, the phallic, the obelisks, the Oval Office, everything duality. There's a key. We've got it. We've worked it out, and as long as we can get that to you, you know, I'll give you that to free. I'll give you that for free. Manly P. Hall and Alistair Crowley to keep it secret. Others keep it secret, you know, and no more secrets. All right, I've had enough of that. Too many secrets. Beautiful place. Now I'm going to say ciao. Get ready for when I come back. Publications, the key competence for interaction with bailiff, officer, officer, agent, telephone answering and mail returning, or things like that with liability. We're going to take pleasure in printing to you. I've got to get in touch with Steve and Greg, give them an update. But to be fair, man needed some time out. I'm allowed some time out, and I've taken some time out. Things are poised and ready to go, and you just know this from me. You're going to get a torrent, about to get a torrent, all right? And those of you that are on the .com, if you'd like to convene there in about an hour's time, I'll put a post on my profile to say I'll be online in an hour, and then that's it until you see me probably at the weekend, unless something massive happens that I need to go and bring you the news of. All right, so yeah, stand by for Act Ion. Anything can happen in the next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 72 hours. Much love. I do your heart sign, but I don't think I can do it with the in the water. Yes, we can. Love you guys, men, brothers, sisters. Scrap the guys. Peace and love. Ciao, bello. See you soon. Button moon.